move unseen. Unseen turns lethal.
Keep moving! Lock that gate! Eyes on the crane!
Federal agents, drop the papers! Down! Drop the hammer!
We have an active ping on the Kingpin! Breach! Go! Go!
The Kingpin Protocol. In theaters now.
Attorney General Pam Bondi and FBI Director Kash Patel just stood together and dropped the indictment that reads like a Narcos script, except it's actually happening right now. 2 additional counts of witness tampering, intimidation, murder, money laundering, drug trafficking against international fugitive Ryan Wedding. The State Department raised the bounty on his head from $10 million to $15 million, making him one of the most hunted men on earth. And this is only the beginning of Trump's border war. Now, this is not about a cartel kingpin. This is about Trump deploying the full force and power of the Justice Department and ICE to dismantle drug networks from the top down and wipe out illegal immigration from the bottom up. Acting ICE Director Todd Lyons declared that they're achieving the president's goal, getting public safety threats out of American communities. Charlotte, North Carolina, they saw over 200 arrests in one weekend. Construction sites were abandoned overnight after Border Patrol agents flooded the region. Companies are under investigation for hiring illegals, and a Santa Maria ICE raid busted a labor recruiter charging up to $8,000 for fraudulent visas. The Supreme Court just handed Trump wartime powers under the 1798 Alien Enemies Act, authorizing mass deportations of Tren de Aragua gang members. Yes, this is total warfare. Now, every year we scramble for Christmas gifts. Half the time we give people things they don't want. This year I found something actually useful, something I use myself and my family does every day. C60 Evo. Now they're offering holiday gift sets. 40% off when you grab 6 bundles, and each includes their advanced facial serum and breakthrough C60 Evo oil for energy, mental clarity, faster recovery, and inflammation support. Okay, a lot of people, even they give it to their pets for mobility and longevity. So keep a couple sets for yourself and gift the rest. This offer is only for our audience at c60evo.com/NNN. Grab a 6-set bundle before they are gone. Now, the border war is everywhere. A 17-year-old illegal alien from Mexico was just arrested in Texas for hitting a woman in the skull with a hammer to kidnap and do unspeakable things to her while she was jogging. Biden's DHS released him back into the community back in 2024 after his previous arrest. Senator Ted Cruz is celebrating a major Supreme Court victory, reviewing the Ninth Court ruling that created an entitlement for illegal crossings. In North Carolina, wait till you see this, a church-run nonprofit training people to help criminal illegals avoid deportation. Hundreds showed up. Durham activists are practicing anti-ICE chants. This is organized obstruction of federal law enforcement, and we have the receipts. Let's go to Pam Bondi and Kash Patel in that briefing.
Today we're unsealing a new indictment, charging Wedding with 2 additional counts of witness tampering and intimidation, murder, money laundering, and drug trafficking. The website that was used to hunt down this witness and his wife, that has since been removed. That has been deleted. Protecting federal witnesses from retaliation is core to the department's mission. It's about individual safety, but more, it's about protecting the rule of law itself. The new indictment also includes several other individuals involved in the murder of the witness and other crimes in connection with this criminal enterprise. You're going to be hearing more about that from the people behind me. We're working very closely with our partners at the State Department and the Department of Treasury. The State Department has raised the reward for Ryan Wedding from $10 million to $15 million. We're offering $2 million rewards for information leading to the arrest of those involved in the murder of the witness. Today, we're unsealing.
Wow. Here's Acting ICE Director Todd Lyons. We are going to keep on going.
Border Patrol, CBP. We're going to keep going. We're going to achieve the president's goal of what he promised the American people. We're getting these public safety threats out of our communities, right? So I applaud Border Patrol. They're doing a great job with all the protesters that they have there. But to your point, Griff, we're seeing it nationwide. Just the political rhetoric that's out there that's calling for attacks on the men and women of ICE, Border Patrol, CBP, and our other federal partners has to stop. The ramming incidents are getting out of hand. that's a lethal force situation. They're using a 2-ton vehicle to either strike officers, block their vehicles. It just has to stop. We're going to keep going.
But over in Durham, they're practicing.
For everyone that you detain, for everyone that you detain, 1,000 rise and break the chain, 1,000 rise and break the chain. For everyone that you detain, for everyone that you detain, 1,000 rise and break the chain. For everyone that you
Defending what? People who break the law? Investigators allege labor recruiter named Jorge Vasquez collected illegal fees, in one case up to $8,000, including $1,000 upfront deposit in exchange for the opportunity to work in the U.S. under H-2A visas. 4 arrested in a Santa Monica ICE raid. KSBY. Dozens of construction sites in North Carolina deserted now that President Trump deployed border agents to the region. No one's showing up to work. Because there's that many illegals? Wow. That is absolutely insane. Across Charlotte, more than 200 illegals arrested since the crackdown began over the weekend.
Across Charlotte, more than 200 people have been arrested since the crackdown began over the weekend. Local officials and Democrats slamming the actions, while North Carolina's Republican Party praised the enforcement. It's being dubbed Operation Charlotte's Web and spearheaded by U.S. Customs and Border Protection.
Regardless of Republican or Democratic city, we're going to enforce the laws across this country.
We're going to enforce the laws, baby. It's happening all across the country. Here's Kash Patel.
Drug kingpin and evade the law. Make no mistake about it. Ryan Wedding is a modern-day iteration of Pablo Escobar. He's a modern-day iteration of El Chapo Guzman. This Justice Department and this FBI will work with our Canadian counterparts and the government officials across the world to bring him to justice. He is responsible for engineering a narco-trafficking and narco-terrorism program that we have not seen in a long time. He will not evade justice. We are here today because this Department of Justice, behind Attorney General's brilliant leadership and the Deputy Attorney General, have made it clear to the American people with the indictments they have brought that law enforcement and agencies like this FBI will lead the effort to go out there and make sure these animals are brought to justice. And that's exactly what we will do. This step, this interagency step, is a huge, huge step towards obtaining justice for so many American lives lost and so many American lives saved, thanks to the courageous efforts of law enforcement. This is what a great team looks like, working together for the American people under the motto that President Trump set forth to make America safe again. It's incredibly humbling for this FBI to be a part of it and to lead out the efforts on Ryan Wedding. And for those of you out there that have any information on Ryan Wedding, now is the time to speak up. Now is the time to help us. This FBI has always engaged the public around the world for their assistance in bringing some of the world's most dangerous criminals and terrorists to justice. And we are doing so again today. He will not evade justice. He will not evade our capture. He will not evade arrest, and he will not evade prosecution. Because of the Attorney General's leadership here today, we are taking a huge step in that direction. And I'm honored to be a part of this FBI and leading its men and women in law enforcement on a daily basis. It's really one of the best things I've ever encountered. And the teamwork is something I just want to stress more than anything. Our federal, state, and local partners have bonded together like never before to bring you these results that we've talked about these last 8-9 months. And today,
now, can we at least get the answers on that J6 pipe bomb thing, dude? Thanks. Appreciate it. This industry is packed full of non-English speaking drivers. The trucking industry.
Flex Logistics. This driver came up to me, asking me a question. Truck number 63, Flex Logistics out of Charlotte, North Carolina. Tell me why he can't speak a lick of English. I mean, hardly at all. Like, not even broken English. And tell me why he's driving a damn semi-truck and has his CDL. What are we doing, DOT? Y'all have got to get a control on this.
Out of control is what it is. In a stunning 5-4 ruling, the Supreme Court handed President Trump sweeping wartime powers.
The alien enemies. Now we have a Fox News alert. The Supreme Court just cleared the way for Trump to deport illegals even faster. The High Court ruled that Trump can use the Alien Enemies Act to send Venezuelan gangbangers to a mega prison in El Salvador. This is a huge ruling in Trump's favor and a major win for the country. After, as you know, D.C. Judge James Boasberg ordered a stop to the deportations. So this is pretty significant. These deportations, Caroline, can keep going.
This is a massive legal victory, Jesse, a massive victory for law and order and for our constitutional republic and the sovereignty of the United States of America. We called on the Supreme Court to rein in these activist judges like Judge Boasberg, who was completely out of line in trying to say that the president didn't have the executive authority to deport foreign terrorists off of our soil. We have always maintained the position at the White House that the president was well within his constitutional authority to do so. And this decision proves that President Trump and our administration have always been right from the beginning. He will continue to utilize the Alien Enemies Act to remove foreign terrorists and Tren de Aragua members, vicious gang members from American communities. And because of this ruling, the United States of America is a much safer place. Our team will get to work tomorrow to deport these heinous, violent foreign terrorists from our neighborhoods.
And you had another couple critical wins in the court with regard to DOJ. Tell us about those. That seems to be making progress.
Yes, absolutely. There have been many wins that the mainstream media has failed to cover, particularly over the weekend. The Supreme Court also ruled that the president does, in fact, have the authority over federal funding, that he can dictate what funds can go out the door and what can't, so long as they are part of the executive branch. So we have always, again, maintained that every executive order the president has signed, every executive action that he has taken has been well within his executive authority. And DOJ is doing a tremendous job at cutting back at the waste and the fraud and the abuse that have been ripping off American taxpayers, that have not been aligned with our interests here in our country. So
you saw the FBI Director Kash Patel. You don't get to be a drug kingpin and evade law. The Justice Department and the FBI are working with Canadian counterparts and governments across the world to bring Wedding to justice. The $15 million bounty is a message. Run, hide, change your name, cross borders, doesn't matter. Trump's DOJ is coming, and while they hunt Wedding at the top, ICE is dismantling the network at street level. Charlotte went from sanctuary rhetoric to ghost town construction sites in just 48 hours. So this is the Trump doctrine in motion. Find the kingpins, crush the networks, deport the army, shut down the pipelines, and restore the rule of law. For years, the border was just a turnstile. Cartels operated with impunity. Criminals were released back into communities. Democrats called ICE terrorists while defending illegal aliens over American citizens. Now the hammer is coming down. Ryan Wedding's $15 million bounty is only the beginning. Every cartel operative, every smuggler, every criminal alien in this country is on notice. The days of catch and release are over. The days of sanctuary cities shielding violent offenders are over. Americans are safer today than we were 6 months ago, and it's because this administration is doing what it promised. So do you support Trump's ICE crackdown and cartel manhunt? Yes or no? Comment below. And check out our merch shop in the description. If you got value from this report, tap subscribe.